Hello, Kansas City. My name is Bill Coe. I am the Director and CEO of Green Acres Urban Farm and Research Project. We're here located at East High School, North Greenhouses. Today, we're going to walk you through an exciting tour of what we do at Green Acres. We have members of our 4-H club here, and we are teaching students in Kansas City and all over the area how to grow food, organic, healthy food. And so we're going to do that with urban farming and aquaponics. And aquaponics, if you did not know, is the science of growing food with fish in no soil. So we're really doing some cool things here. So join us on this tour. I'd love to share with you how we're doing it. You'll see some of our students and how we're impacting our community right now in Kansas City. So thank you and welcome to our tour. Hello, the key to organic food is organic soil. At Green Acres, we teach our students and our community how to grow food in healthy soil. We utilize a lot of different techniques that you can find here in some of our training and our workshops. With our 4-H club, we're able to show students the importance of healthy soil, healthy foods, and healthy organic access to food. So what we're doing right now is really going through our growing station. This is where we grow food year-round. And now we're preparing for spring. Yes, spring. I know it's the winter time, but we have to prepare a season early. So what we're doing right now is we have some of our variety of native plants, our organic lettuces, we've got some collard greens, we've got okra in the wintertime. Isn't that cool and incredible? I know, as I talked about, we grow food year-round. But one of the important things that we do year-round that a lot of people don't know is that we don't have as much sunlight. So what we have is the technology now available to present the sunlight in the darkest seasons of the year. We use these grow lights to introduce that type of high pH value sunlight and give the plant the nourishment and the nutrients that it would normally gain from the sun. So at Green Acres, what we're also focused on is the science, the technology, the engineering, the art, the math of everything involved in growing food. So that's a great example how we utilize technology to grow plants and vegetables all year round. So join me on this journey, but this is our organic food side, but it all starts with our soil. All right, come on. All right, so part of the soil that we create is organic soil. Our best workers in our organization at Green Acres are our red wigglers. You see how they wiggle through the soil? These guys help us break down all the nutritional valuables in the soil. And we compost it. It's called vermiposting. We'll put him back on the pile here in a minute. But these guys work the hardest for us because they break down all the things that we need to have healthy organic soil. So what we utilize is an opportunity to put the worms into the soil and to nourish them, and they turn around and provide the soil back to us. So this is what we call an ecosystem unto itself. An ecosystem unto itself. Okay, this is what we utilize photosynthesis for. A lot of us understand what photosynthesis is, but how it applies to growing food is very, very important. We have just seeded our trays for microgreens. Now our microgreens will sleep in photosynthesis. These white trays represent blackout trays, which basically it compounds the seeds, compresses them against the soil, and gets a really good germination start for what we're about ready to do. You see, we're going to be pretty busy here in the spring because we've got a lot of seeds that are now beginning to germinate. And germinate, to our younger viewers, is simply the seed just basically gets into a sleeping position. And what we want to do is wake the seed up. So we water the seed and then we put this blackout cover right on there and cold press it against the ground. And that seed gets that compactness and then it begins to sprout. So join us in 7 to 10 days and this whole tray will be full of healthy, luscious, organic microgreens. Hello, welcome back. This is the most exciting part of our Green Acres Urban Farmer Research Project. This is our aquaponics side. This is where we focus on the science, the technology, the engineering, art, and math of growing food, all water-based. If you notice behind me, this is the recent addition of a system that we have just built with the students in the 4-H club. This system is a flood and drain system where you'll see the water that flows in to these what we call rocks, where basically the water is absorbed through the rocks that nourishes the plants. This is still based upon aquaponics, because if you look to the right of us, you see the fish swimming in the swim tanks. So we're still utilizing the waste of the fish to nourish the plants in the grow bed. This is on a system timer, which means we basically have the natural lighting that the plant needs and the nourishment on an automatic timer. We also have the flood and drain. The flood and drain is basically we're flooding the system with water, or the plants. We're nourishing the plants, and then we're draining them. This is a constant motion as you go throughout a 24-hour process. During this system, the plant receives all the nutrients, all the things that it needs to grow to flourish. The students were so proud to help build this type of system and design, and have contributed greatly to the success of this particular project. Now, one of the cool things about this project is not just the fish. We actually have prawns, which for many of you, I don't know if you know what a prawn is, but it's a really, really big shrimp. And we actually have the prawns in the back of the system right here, so that we're utilizing the waste from the prawns and the fish to actually flourish with the plants and vegetables in here. So like I said, this is one of the coolest parts of our project that I really much enjoy, and this is the science of aquaponics. And if you scan down further, I'll take you all through the operations on how we bring this massive project together to produce healthy, organic, local food. Okay, now we're here to the heart of our aquaponics project. We have our students at East High School in our 4-H club. They're working with the fish right now. And a lot of times what we do is we want to make sure our fish are healthy, are having a good time, like our students are back there, and enjoying the aquaponics waters. Now, I'm a little silly about this, but no, honestly, seriously, what we're doing is we're monitoring the fish health. We're moving the fish when we need to. The students learn about chemical water testing. We test for nitrates, ammonia, all those things, pH levels, because there's a delicate balance between growing plants and fish. And that's what the students learn here at East High School. So really excited to be able to showcase this state-of-the-art technology. The system that we have right here is a system like this is used in over 125 countries around the world. So what students are really embracing and learning is the state-of-the-art technology now. And these are opportunities for us to fuel the green jobs of the future. That's what we're trying to do. That's our corporate mission as an organization. We want to train and educate as many students as possible in these particular fields, particularly in science and technology. So we're very happy to be sharing this experience with you. Here I can give you so many different details of how many fish we have. We feature tilapia, we feature native Missouri fish, goldfish, catfish, bluegill, you name it. These systems are designed to produce the maximum output of food production. And we're happy to be able to here at East High School and service our community with what we're doing. So we thank you for coming to this tour. We've got much more to show you, but I just wanted to show you the fish, our kids in the background having a good time, and the state-of-the-art technology that we now have to offer for everybody here in our community. Well, now welcome to one of our components of our aquaponics system. This is what we call the NFT. This is called the nutrient film technique. And when you get to know Green Acres, you'll learn about the NFT. This is the state-of-the-art technology that we use to seed our plants to increase our production. What we're doing here is every little plant starts with a little bitty seed, and we take care of that seed and place it in what we call a biodegradable aqua wool. This keeps the seed nice, wet, and warm and ready to grow and produce. So here you see these seed trays. Each one of these trays, each one of these cubes represents a plant. A full tray for us is 200 plants. Now we have the capability and the capacity to feed our community on a volume basis. This is the type of technology that students are here learning about at Green Acres Urban Farm and Research Project, and we're so excited to share this technology with you. Now, if you look here, we've got these plants that have already matured, and they're sitting here into the NFT. There is a water or a film that is running beneath of these plants that's nourishing the roots and the root system. So if you pull this up right here, you can't see anything yet, but I guarantee you in a couple of days, we'll see roots all over the plant. And that's how we feed the plants healthy food and water. Well, actually it's just water with food in it because of the nutrients in the film technique. Got it? NFT. So today you learned about the NFT and how we use the NFT to grow more and more plants and organic vegetables. Hello, welcome to one of our systems. This is one of our aquaponic systems that we use here at East High School North Greenhouses. I'm Bill Coe, Director CEO of Green Acres Urban Farmer Research Project. Now earlier I talked about what we do as far as science, technology, and engineering, arts, and math. One of the things we do with aquaponics that those of you may not know, that these plants are literally floating on water. You see the water that comes up through here. This particular system is called our nursery. This is where we place our baby fish in there to grow, and then they get over to the big tanks when they become the big boys and girls. But basically, the water underneath here nourishes the plants, just like we covered in the NFT. But in our nursery, this is supported by the baby fish. Now we also talked about chemical testing and water testing. Here you can see one of our science kits over here that I'll hold up a couple things for you, and test tubes. So when we test water quality and things like that of pH nature, all of our students and even our instructors learn about this and learn the essential of plant nutrients and fish nutrients. Because like we said, it's about a balance in an ecosystem. It's about what the fish need and what the plants need. So we're so excited about the technology that we offer here at East High School North Greenhouse. Green Acres, just so that you didn't know, if you did, was started in 2009 by Carol Coe. She was our founder of this aquaponics system and organization and brought this system that she saw on display in a couple other states and said, you know what, we need to create something like this, a learning environment, a laboratory, if you will, a research project, if you will, for kids in our community and families. So here we are in 2021, after 2009, all the way up to now, and we're still bringing out the state-of-the-art technology in food production, organic foods, fish, all these types of things in one environment. So we're really going forward. We appreciate your watching the tour, understanding what we do. We need your support because this is a community effort. What we're endeavoring to do is create opportunities for everyone in our city to learn about how important healthy food is and locally produced. And so that's why we are showing kids the way of the future with Green Acres Urban Farm and Research Project. But we can't do it without you. So we appreciate your support. We appreciate you coming out here, supporting the educational effort in our community. Thank you again for joining us on the tour. I'm Bill Coe, and I hope to see you soon. All right, go green!